here I am, fists down, okay? And this stance is really important because let me show it to you from this side. All right, now your weight has shifted from back to forward. This is a transitional stance. Now, one of the real important features of this stance is you need to really be aware of is that this knee is right above the pressure point in the middle of the foot, right, you'll see it in the diagram right here. Okay, the back leg is straight, okay? This is a really strong stance. If you get in this, you know, and then rotate your hips forward, have somebody push on you, they can't move you, okay? So here we are in this stance here. All right, now, what we want to do at this point is we want to bring our hands up from here like this, just like we did in the opening form. Of course, at this time, at the same time we're doing this, we're going to take the chicken step, okay? And our knees are going to be together. Now the chicken step, I see some people, if you see me wobbling around, I'm kind of on an incline here, so, and there's little bumps on the ground, and so I'm losing my balance a little bit, okay? So what we do, we go from here up here with the chicken step. In the chicken step, I'm detailing it in the diagram, okay? This leg is, I always keep the toe on the floor. Some people lift it off the floor, but for balance purposes, I put it on the floor. The knees are together, and you're like this. This is what it looks like from the side, okay? Back straight. And a straight back doesn't mean like ruler straight. It just means that you're, now, here, from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out, heel first, okay, heel first, and my hands like this. Exact opposite of the stance I was just in when I started, okay? Now, from the side, let's look at it. Okay, we've already done our introductory setup, okay? Opening. Okay, now that was with the power, okay? Now, I'm going to do a couple of these. So, starting here. Now. All right. Now that was with all the power going forward. Now the same thing, again, moving back. Here I am in this stance. All right. Same thing, okay? Now, when you go forward, you can do this as many times as you want. This is the movement. This is a real simple form. They're all really simple forms. Hsing does not have really complicated forms. Now, so you do this a couple of times. Now, when you get down here, down to a point, maybe let's say you did 10 of them. You have a big space. I don't have that big a space. Now, when you finally land in the left hand form, where your left hand's out here, you don't want to do it from the right. What you're going to do is you're going to clench your fists like you were going to do this, except this time you're going to bring the fists back. Put your knees together. Squat. Same thing in reverse. Same movement. Chicken step. Okay, that's turning yourself back to go the other way. All right? And you can do that as many times as you want. Now, in closing, it's just the reverse. So let's say I'm here, left hand again, here, and closing. It's just a step and a slide, okay? And when you strike, from here, you strike when the front foot hits the ground. In some styles of Hsing, they strike when the rear foot slides up. It's a little more internal of an application. It works, the power is the same. I think it's a little easier for most beginners to strike when the weight's just going forward. One style is not better or worse than the other, okay? So now I'm going to show you what it looks like from the front. Okay, now, okay, all right, now talking about the power.
A big slug.
Talking about the power here. The power is, and this is a big mystery, a lot of these guys, one of the reasons that I really wanted to do this series is to really hit on just about every major point that most people that do Hsing videos or write books miss, okay, or don't include, okay? Now, the power, what it is, and they say you're going to be totally, completely relaxed. Well, that's not true. Your pelvis has a little bit of tension in it from pulling up, and keeping that focus right here on this area. And your legs, of course, are standing in a stance. They're not relaxed. Now, your upper body is relaxed as much as it can be. If you're totally relaxed, you're just going to fall into a big pile of jelly on the ground, okay? That's complete relaxation. But you're relaxing, no unnecessary tension, okay? For example, if you're up here and you're like, that's draining your power. If you punch and just flex every muscle in your arm and keep it like that and then hit a bag, there's no power to it. What you want to do is you want to be loose until that moment when that foot hits the ground and you throw that weight forward and everything stops. At that moment, that is when you're getting your Hsing, okay? So loose, flowing until that moment of impact when all that momentum and force goes through you. I've heard it described kind of like a pipe that's closed on both ends, and it's filled with about a third of the way with sand. And if you take it and that sand hits, when you move it in one direction, that's kind of the force we're talking about here. It takes a little bit to develop because the whole point of this is to have your body relax until the moment of impact. Okay, then you kind of jolt that force in place. It takes practice, but the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more you do it, the better the more you can do it softly and achieve the same or even more power eventually out of it. Okay, so that basically is chuan. Okay, practice it. I'll do a full set here just so you can see it from the back. I'll do about 3 and then turn around and do the others. Okay. Okay, now the turn. Closing, step up, just like that. That's chuan, okay? Now, one of the questions I get is, I see a lot of people doing it really soft. Well, you have to do it both hard and soft. I'll have another tape or another video where I'll show you the soft application of this. And it's a little different. The first 3 elements have a soft form, okay? And it's not a combat form. For example, if you do this softly, that's not going to do you any good in a fight. The hard form is, what you want to do in a fight. Also, what this ties into, and I'm going to be showing you this in the application, when I talked about the hexagonal footwork, okay? We're going to be showing you how to do chuan, splitting fist, metal form, in the the hexagonal footwork, so you can put this into a fighting style. Most guys on YouTube, or even videos that you buy from companies and things like that, they're just like, okay, here's the 5 elements. All right, do your forms. See ya. You know, I was at a place one time, and there was a MMA guy there, and he was kind of going off on me, saying, "Oh, yeah, crap don't work. You're good in MMA, and mix it up, and Jiu-Jitsu and all this stuff." And so I challenged him to do a little bit of work, and when I started showing him some of this stuff, he's like, "Oh man, that's kind of cool." But if you just focus on all this, straightforward and backward movements and stuff like that, and you don't apply it in a sense of what you can with the hexagonal footwork that I'm showing you, which opens up doors, creates openings, gets you out of the way, hey, you're just going to be, doing forms, and you're not going to be able to apply it when the time comes. I'm going to show you how to fight using this stuff. And when you get that footwork down, it's really, really easy. I mean, to be honest with you, I've been in situations before, not real fights, but situations where I've been sparring with somebody, and all I did was just kind of move around, and they just throw punches at me. I wouldn't be there. My instructor was really good at that. You'd give him your best shot, whoosh, come forward. He wasn't even there. He was like over here now. Bam! Oh! And it was really frustrating because I couldn't figure out what he was doing for a long time. Then I finally sort of caught on and started, giving him a little bit of a challenge. But even then, I really didn't understand what was going on according to the footwork until I saw, like I said, an instructor here in America sent me some diagrams of some of his footwork, and he didn't have this all figured out either. He had kind of part of the hexagon there. And when I started kind of putting 2 and 2 together with what I knew, and came to the realization that this footwork is pretty much hexagonal in nature, the light bulb went on, and then I started doing all these moves, and everything made sense, and then I started applying it to other martial arts that I knew, and I saw how everything was interconnected. And the next video that I show you, which is going to be the application video, I'm going to show you how to fight with chuan, how to fight like if you're in a real fight, and what to do when somebody moves into you, and how to use the downward energy just in that. I'm not going to mix it up with the other elements yet. I'm just going to show you complete unpolluted chuan and how to use it. And also, one thing that you're going to really find interesting in this all is when I was first studying Hsing, I was just totally amazed at the amount of grappling there was. And after a while, I was just like, hey, are we doing like wrestling or something? Because this just doesn't, it doesn't look really like what I expected. But, there's, the same moves that you do for, the downward strikes, the crossing strikes, the splitting strikes, the crossing strikes, they apply equally well to grappling. And you're going to see a lot of that in the video. But like I said, the key is the footwork. Learn the footwork, learn the moves that will blow you away, and it'll blow anybody else away you're fighting. Okay.
Dad?
I'm finished.
Dad, you're not bad.
No.